Greetings! Welcome to Bruce's A World of Stuff. And in today's video, it's VGC Resin. Beep, it's VG, beep, it's VCG Resin by Reese Day. And What Did You Buy Wednesday? Hosted by Joe over at Big Sky Model Workshop. More on all that right after these messages from our awesome sponsors, which is that direction, or it could be that direction. Depends on which way I slide it today. Be right back. Thank you for sticking around and welcome back. And we want to thank our awesome sponsors, ScaleFinishes.com, for that awesome Eclectic 10 discount code, Gaahleri.com with a capital BEW discount code, and the subject of this video, VCG Resin by Reese, which is also the sponsor of this show, and that discount code is AMC Live 10. Josh is also the proud sponsor of the AMC Livecast, along with Chris over at Scale Speed Garage. And that show is every Thursday night at 8 p.m. 7 Central. Right now we're on the summer hours, and then September we'll be back with a video every week. A show every week. Well, it'll be a video later, right? So stay tuned for all that nonsense and awesomeness too. Anyhow, today's video is sponsored by VCG Resin because we got our pizza box yesterday. And it's Tuesday night. I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I thought I need to make this video so I can get it edited for Wednesday. Because yes, it's What Did You Buy Wednesday? Phew. So thought I'd squish them and combine them together, and hey, waste not, want not, right? So let's get you down to the workbench here, and we'll show you where we're at and what we're doing. Where's some buttons? Here we go. Hi, welcome to the workbench. Yeah, it's busy, ain't it? We got some new stuff in. Well, these aren't new. These are my granddaughter's magnet drawings. They're magnets, so I just stuck them on my cutting mat that I don't use to cut on. I want to thank my good, awesome friend Jim Rogers over at Salvino's JR Models. I asked them on a show 2 weeks ago if he had stickers on their website. He said send me your email address, so I did, and he sent me this sticker and then one with Mia on the barn there. So thank you, Jim, over to Salvino JR Models. They have a show every Saturday morning. My time is 10 Eastern, but I'll put a link in the description below for all this stuff. And I think they're on Central Time. Can't say for sure. I don't remember. Oh well. So let's get to what we're here for. And here's my pizza box. And let me pull you down here just a little bit, if I get the camera to cooperate today. There we go. Of course, he got my name on it, so I wonder how many boxes got different names on them. Don't know. Anyway, this is a Christmas ornament that I bought. It's $5 on the VCG Resin's website. I thought that was just so cool. So I painted it up and I use it for a prop. Eventually it's going to be on a sign. Just saying. So let's beep. So eventually it'll be on a sign. So let's get to what's in the box.
I want to remind everybody that we are doing our first annual breast cancer awareness 24-hour group build, October 11th, 2025, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. That'll run in conjunction with Bob's Model Works Chris Cortell Annual Cancer Awareness Group Build, which runs from October 1st to October 31st. A link is in the description for that one, so check that out too and sign up for his. Also in the description is a link to the GoFundMe page I set up for the American Cancer Society. We're going to take donations the whole time we're building, and you can start now if you want. But all the proceeds are going to the American Cancer Society, so any help you can give would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, now first thing we got was this right here. It's a Bon Air style vintage in-car swamp cooler. And for those that don't know what a swamp cooler is, that's a fan with vents on it. So you stick ice inside of it, it blows the cool air out of the ice box. So we may have to bring you down a little closer. There we go. How's that? You get this orientated correctly. See if I can get some tweezers on it. Hang on a second. There we go. That worked better. Can you see it? Focus. There we go. I don't know what we're focusing on. There we go. Ain't that cool? You can see the detail. Let me see if I can get it closer. Look at the detail on them vents. Got cup holders in there. That's just way too cool. Put that over there. The next thing we got is a set of steering wheels. There we go. Get the glare off the package for $2. And these are some awesome steering wheels. This one here has the rings were in the supports for the ring that you can see through. Ain't that cool? And then there's this one. Ain't that neat? Awesome set of steering wheels. And to continue on with the theme of swamp coolers, we got this one. Various vintage swamp coolers. Let me see if I can get a hold of these so you guys can see what they look like. As you can see, they got the vent that sticks in the door, and that's the side that sticks on the passenger side, and then it hangs outside, and you get cool air inside. There's that one, and Here's this one. And then last but not least is this one. And this one's the cool one. It has a bigger vent, and it's got honeycomb in there. Look how that's 3D printing is just absolutely amazing. And I do 3D printing, and it still amazes me. There's that. And then we have the small block shibby Ridge Runner tunnel ram intake. I'm not sure what I would use it on because I don't do shibbies that often, but we'll find something. It's got a real cool look to it. I'm sure the other parts to make this functional is really neat. And I'm assuming this is the cap that goes over the top of that big square hole for the carburetor. Not knowing for sure. Now the next thing we got, I don't need the tweezers. We got something I was actually going to purchase, and thank you, Josh, for sending these. I will purchase more later. Mopar flip cap fuel fillers. Ain't that just nifty? And I stuck them on a stick so we can see them. Look at those. Ain't those just absolutely gorgeous? So, thank you, Josh, for that. So let me bring you back out here. Other way, Bruce. There we go. That concludes the VGC resin stuff. Now, what did you buy Wednesday? Which I said earlier was hosted by Joe over at Big Shot Model Workshop. By the way, he has a brand new workshop, and it looks absolutely awesome. You need to go over there, links in the description below, and see his new workshop. It's gorgeous. He took part of his garage and turned it into a new model shop. Cool stuff. Okay, so my buddy Mark over GrandpaMark's Hobbies uses these, and I thought, well, why not get them? So I bought the Tamiya rubbing polishing compounds. So this one is the finished compound. Okay, and then of course this one is the coarse one, and this one is the fine. So it's actually, you use them in that order. The owner of Tamiya passed away a couple of weeks ago, and we do want to send out our condolences to the family. He did a lot of great stuff for the hobby, and we appreciate everything that the Tamiya family has done, and we will continue to support their products. And I'm sure things are going to go on as always. I'm sure mechanisms were in place. So anyway, we want to thank Mr. Tamiya for everything. Now, scoot those over here out of the way. A couple things we bought in the last couple months. My good friend Dar said, "Hey, they're selling Trinos for $15 on Amazon." So I ran over and grabbed one. Seeing how I'm a Ford Mopar guy. This is kind of a cool kit. It's got 128 parts. There's the get the glare off it, maybe you can read it. And then there's that side. And there's that side. That's kind I like Ford Trinos. A friend of mine had one, and we just drove the piss out of it. Excuse my French. Then I bought this month. I bought this, and it was $20 $23. So I've been wanting a Mercury Comet, and this happens to be a 65, and it's kind of the shape of a 66. So, and I'm a big fan of 66s. There's that side. There's that side, and there's some of the options. And I don't know how many parts is in because it doesn't say. I was looking. But anyway, there's that. Something we bought on eBay 3 weeks ago, and that was another Astrovet. And this was put together, and as you can see, it's not put together. I bought it, paid a good price for it, and it's one of my Grail things. I really like these. I was following one on eBay, and I did bid $55 on it, and it ended up selling for $176. And it was a brand new kit, still in a wrapper, if that's the actual case of it. Sometimes things get rewrapped. Anyhow, we've got this ready to be primered and painted. It was just threw together. There was this wheel support was broke off. There was no drivetrain, no engine, transmission, none of that stuff. No inner fender wells, but everything else was there. You know, the chassis and the bucket and windshield and all that. So, you know, you buy pieces and parts, and I had some stuff, and we'll make a beautiful car out of it when we're done. So there's that, and we're working on our Pro Street effing thing, and Don's Garage is sponsoring a lot of that build, so he's done a lot of 3D printing for me because he wanted to do it. So we want to thank Don over Don's Garage for that. The wheels and tires are on the way, he says. So, because he decided we needed wheels and tires. Hey. And we're still working on a 66 Fairlane and some other projects. The Buddy Build that Jason, Joe, and I are doing. Mine is done. I know I haven't put out any videos. I got like 8 videos I need to get put out, including one for my Psychedelic 60s group build, hosted by Dan the Man over at 60s Rules. We got to get those videos out because that car is going to be done because I got my decals in from STS. So I need to get on that and get that done and get the videos published. So lots of stuff going on. This summer stuff, it is busy. Retirement is not sitting on your butt watching TV eating bonbons. It's way busy. So anyhow, we want to thank all of our awesome sponsors. I want to thank each and every one of you, the subscribers, and the people that come back and keep watching this crazy old part. I don't know why you do that, but you do, and I appreciate it and love each and every one of you. And with all that being said, I want to thank all of our first responders and doctors and nurses, your veterans. Remember, there's veterans out there all around you. Thank them also. So you have a great rest of your week, and the weekend's on the way, so you guys can get to those work benches. So, and gals also, just saying. So remember, save the fingers, be kind to your neighbors. You don't know when you're going to see them again. And like I said, thank you to all of our first responders and our military. They all answer a special calling. So take care, my friends. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.